Hi, I'm Mr. Telejoker, and Mortal Kombat's back, baby! Okay, let's start this review off where we always do on graphics. Okay, this graphics in this game are quite good, in fact. Actually, the backgrounds for the fight scenes aren't incredible. They're pretty much remakes of the older ones that I've seen in other Mortal Kombat, such as Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 1 and 3. I think there was a couple from Sub-Zero's Chronicles. But other than that, they're mostly just rehashes of the old version with better graphics. But I do like one thing about this game, graphics department, that I find that I have seen in other games, but this one I think has perfected it. That this is the best, and it might be because of the Unreal Engine that they were using for this production. You see, once you're fighting the other opponent, he starts to lose skin and stuff. So say if I punched his head a couple of times, he'll start to lose skin up in the head. I would have also liked if they added something, if you punch him enough times, his head will pretty much fall off at the end of the match. But other than that, it's very good graphics. It's nothing revolutionary besides that one fact. But other than that, it's very good graphics. And if you're looking for a fighting game that has some very interesting character model concepts, then this is a very good game. But it's not the best graphics. There are obviously a lot better graphics in other fighting games such as Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay, the gameplay in Mortal Kombat is extensive. There is tons of things to do. There are test your might, test your luck, test your sight, test your strike. There's the old school arcade ladder. There's the new tag team ladder. There's the story mode, which I will get in a little bit later. And there's even brand new multiplayer. So let me go in. This is going to take a while, but let me go in to explain what each of these are. Okay, Test Your Might is basically where you get a chopping board and you have to get over a bar. You have to keep on pressing these buttons until you get enough strength to chop the board. And also Test Your Strike is the same as Test Your Might, but you have to get in between two bars instead. There's Test Your Luck, which you fight someone, but you have to roll a slot machine to see who you're fighting, and then there will be different things that added to the round that might give you the advantage or disadvantage. And the old school ladder, the old school ladder is basically where you fight 10 fighters, and then at the end of that, you'll get a short little story about what happens to the fighter after that. I've also heard rumors that it changes, over the people who you kill, you actually use a fatality on. The ending will change. But as far as I've seen, I don't think that's actually true. I think that was a lie, so I'm disappointed about that. But I was disappointed about that. But here is the video. I'm sorry about the low quality of the multiplayer. Now, this is a very interesting thing. I like that you get to fight other people. And as you can see, this is King of the Hill mode, where you have your avatar, and then you watch the fighters, two fighters duke it out, and then you wait your turn until you have to go up. And you see that one guy with the crown. He is the King of the Hill, and so we have to keep on fighting him until he finally loses. And also, if you can kind of see my character avatar, which is the guy in the green hair, you can actually cheer or boo the guy. So it's like if your fighter isn't winning, you'll be like, "Oh, boo! This sucks," or something like that. With your avatar, it'll actually do all the emotions for you. And at the end of it, which you'll see right here, you can actually rate the fights and see if you thought it was a cheap fight or not. So you can give it your low score right there, which I do, I think. Yeah, I do. I give it a 6. And I find this very interesting. There's also 1 versus 1 and also tag team battle, but those are less interesting, of course, this one being the main. Of course, the main attraction being King of the Hill mode. There's also 1 versus 1 player. There's tag team, and and that's really it for multiplayer. There's also a bit of a fee to get the whole multiplayer. You need to pay 800 Microsoft points to get it forever. So it's quite obvious that the creators of this game were trying to get as much money as possible for the sequel, which I know they're planning, but I'll get into that once I'm talking about the story. But they also nice enough actually to leave you a 48-hour trial, and I say try before you buy, because even though the multiplayer I did have a fun experience on, I really don't think it's like the best thing ever. It's all right, but out of everything, I'd rather prefer the single player. It just has a lot more. I just have a lot more fun during that. Single player, anyways. And also they have something called the Challenge Tower, where you have to fight like 100 different challenges. Like one of the challenges are very like ranged upon everything. There's like one that are just simply defeat the opponent in a certain amount of time, and others are quite a little bit complex. Like there's one challenge where you play as Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and you need to defeat Shao Kahn. And if he's blue, he can only take damage from Sub-Zero, and if he's orange, he can only take damage from Scorpion. There's a couple other ones, and they're quite fun, I have to say. Of course, actually, my favorite with the gameplay is Test Your Luck, which I've explained that already. Because that is actually quite fun. If you ever try this game, I recommend you trying that one first, because it really is a fun experience. You also, with all these different things, once you beat them, you have the ability to spend your gold coins that you get out of the challenges to spend them in the crypt, which is this like graveyard. And then like you go up to tombstones, and then once you press on them, then like skeletons will come up and then give you like a soul that has like your thing that you're buying. This is a really cool idea. It's really fun to watch and to watch them. But however, I don't like this as well, because you don't know what you're buying. It's just kind of random what you're buying, because really all the stuff you're buying is like character concepts or quick sketches of what the fatalities were going to look like, and they're really things that you don't give a crap about. And the only reason why I went to the crypt is so I could buy new fatalities, and I felt like I had to have the constant barrage of these things I would never look at ever again. You also get the music, but none of them that so far, and I've had like 80% of all the stuff you can buy. There is no original Mortal Kombat music, which I find that to be the most badass music ever recorded in gameplay. Gameplay theme is the most badass theme ever, and I think that everyone should listen to it if they have not. And speaking of characters, they have all your favorites. They have Sub-Zero, they have Scorpion, they have Jax, all the characters. My personal favorite being Sub-Zero, since I played him since I was like 6. So yeah, they have a great characters. The gameplay is fun. I had an extremely good time seeing all this wacky stuff that Mortal Kombat has a bit of dark humor in it. And I say that this is like the main thing of the game, the gameplay. But so let us continue on to story. Okay, so finally it is story of this game. Now the story, I think, has two types of people. Now, if you aren't very familiar with the Mortal Kombat series and the story, then you're probably going to think, this story isn't that great. But if you are familiar with the series, if you're a big fan of Mortal Kombat, and you're very familiar with the whole story, then I think you'll be very interested. Okay, so here's how it kind of begins. You see, the Raiden, the God of Thunder in the Mortal Kombat realm, decides to has foreseen a terrible future, and now he needs to fix it in order to save Earthrealm. And there is a lot of good twist I like, and and a lot of surprising things happen. And really, there's not too much to say. It doesn't really take any chances or anything like that. Actually, it does. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, and you will be like, "Whoa, they did that!" Because I know I sure was. And also, I like about the story is that it is quite hard. I mean, it's not an easy game. There was times where I was literally ripping my hair out, and I was thinking the Mortal Kombat story was not going to be hard because I thought they were going to ease it up for the whole game, but no, for the majority of players out there. But no, they stuck to their guns and they made a quite challenging game. I don't like, however, how at the end of this story it leaves on an obvious sequel twist. It's obvious that the developers wanted a series of games out of this. And I don't think this is a good thing. Because when I saw this, I was thinking it was just going to be a one-time thing that would pay respect to a game that was for nostalgia reasons. But it's obvious that they want to make more Mortal Kombat games. And honestly, I don't really think I'll like this because I honestly can't bear seeing more and more Mortal Kombat games every year that just have a brand new fatality. I just really don't want to deal with that. But if they do this, hopefully they will take the time to listen to the critiques of other people, the fans of the series like me, about this game, and then change them and revamp them, make the graphics a bit better, change the story to have, like, I don't know, something brand new for a fighting game, like choices or something like that. But I don't know. I'll have to see when the next Mortal Kombat comes out. But you know, that's what I think. But anyways, the story of this game is very good. I liked it. I liked everything besides the ending. It's all an average story, and to a fan like me, this is a very good game. So, very good story-wise. So, who's this game for? Who is this? Well, I think this is for Mortal Kombat fans and fighter genre junkies. And I give this a final verdict of 8 out of 10, which is a very good score. Now, I did have fun with this game, but I can't recommend this game to anyone who doesn't like fighting games. But if you do like gory fighting games, then this is the best choice on the market. I just don't think this game has enough to offer for people who don't like fighting games to go out and say, oh yeah, I'm totally going to get Mortal Kombat now. But I at least recommend you to try it because it is a fun game, whether you suck or hate fighting games. I did have a ton of the fun with it, and if you are a fighter game junkie, I will give you the recommendation to go out and buy this game because it's a very fun game. And this is my review. So the final verdict, if you didn't hear the first time, is 8 out of 10. A very good score. And I recommend you to at least try this game. And if you're a fighter game junkie, go out and buy it. Okay, this is Mr. Tall Joker signing off. And I thank you for watching this video. If you've watched it all the way, please leave a comment, subscribe, do all that jazz, and also like this video. It helps me get noticed. And if you agree with me or see a flaw in my video or my review, or if you want to leave your personal review, which I highly recommend, please leave a comment down below because I really do want to hear your opinion. And, you know, now that I think about this, all this review, there's something I need to do.
Mysterious Gamer, I face you in Mortal Kombat. Your soul is mine.